At this point, it should be common knowledge that Mewtwo is the absolute best Pokemon in Gen 1, with nothing even being close. One can find plenty of interesting ways to see not how good Mewtwo is, but to what extent it destroys the game. But that begs the question, was Mewtwo's unparalleled strength, well, truly unparalleled? Is Mewtwo's utter destruction of Kanto, if it was allowed, a completely unique phenomenon or a common occurrence among box legendaries? Well, in our quest for truth, we bring witness number 1, Lugia. Lugia is one of Gen 2's duo of box legends, along with Big Peacock. But contrary to Mewtwo, you actually get this thing before completing the game, which should be a recipe for total carnage. Or is it? Let's find out. Lugia can be gotten at different points in the Gen 2 games, depending on which game you play, the earliest of which being Whirl Islands in Silver. Most players will use their Master Ball to catch the Pokemon, which, to be fair, is not unreasonable considering the utterly ludicrous base stats on this thing. Also, Lugia gets Aeroblast, a 100 base power flying type move that has a high crit rate. Oh, and it also has recovery and learns good TMs such as Blizzard, Surf, and Thunder. I know Surf is not a TM, but NHM, leave me alone. The first test for the Guardian of the Oceans is none other than the Elite Four. Assuming a set of Blizzard, Thunder, Aeroblast, and Recover, Will and Koga are mostly a breeze, as even Jinx with its ice moves will not exactly outdamage Lugia's hilariously high special bulk. And Koga does not have good ways to damage Lugia either, apart from toxic stalling, which could work if Koga manages to pull off evasion shenanigans and Lugia gets unlucky. Though, you always get at least a few kills. What is even clearer is the Bruno fight. With a strong flying stab such as Aeroblast and Surf or Blizzard for Onix, Lugia will, once again, be completely fine. Moving on to Karen, Lugia will finally meet its match. Sort of. The Umbreon will be kind of a pain to deal with once it gets enough sand attacks and may take a lot of time to be beaten. Gengar might Destiny Bond you if you're not careful, and Houndoom's Crunch is brutal. The main flaw of Lugia here is its lack of raw power to quickly dispose of the evolution and one-shot Houndoom even with Surf, though it still helps a lot with Murkrow and Vileplume and can do some damage to the aforementioned threats regardless. Moving on to Lance. Luge can OHKO the Dragonites and Gyarados, provided Blizzard and Thunders connect. It can use Surf to deal with Charizard and Aerodactyl, but it has to pray for no ancient power boost from the latter, or it may get dicey for it. In Kanto, Lugia will have use against all gym leaders, except maybe Surge, thanks to its extensive coverage. And we are saying maybe because the sheer special bulk of Lugia could reasonably be used to brawl against its thunderbolting foes, especially if given TM26 Earthquake to flip the table and sweep the physically frail electric gym team. The rest of the gyms, including of course the diverse team of the gym leader Blue, thanks to having Aeroblast as a physical attack for Alakazam and Executor, Surf for Arcanine and Rhydon, and Thunder for Pidgeot and Gyarados, makes it able to sweep with a bit of RNG mercy. The fight Lugia will not be able to sweep, however, is Red. Red has two main problems in his team. First is the Pikachu, which, as hilariously as it sounds, will absolutely eviscerate Lugia with Volt Tackle boosted by Light Bulb. Second is Snorlax, which, if you did not already know, is the single best Pokemon in Gen 2, including the legendaries. Snorlax's special bulk is not far from Lugia's, and it has leftovers for healing, Body Slam, Paralysis Chance, and Rest to help it in the long run. However, Lugia can sweep the 4 remaining Pokemon, which makes it still pretty good against Red. The main difference between Lugia and something like Gen 1 Mewtwo is that Lugia is just a really good Pokemon. It has great stats, great coverage, is arguably the most useful Pokemon you can get, but Gen 1 Mewtwo is Gen 1 Mewtwo. It has no weaknesses, no Pokemon with rivaling strengths, no drawbacks of any kind at all, and is unapologetically broken as anything might be. And if you were wondering about Gold and Crystal, these games give you Lugia at levels 70 and 60 respectively at a much later point in the game. The only real difference apart from that is the lack of Aeroblast, which hurts the blue matchup but can mostly be overcome with Fly, as clunky as the move is. So that was it for Gen 2 Lugia. What do you think about it? Does it make the game too easy and boring, or would you still use it? Feel free to tell us in the comments, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Check these videos out and have a nice one.